Hello everyone, welcome once again in Cool IT Help. This is fifth tutorial on SQLix action commands. In this tutorial session, we are going to learn how to read Excel file in SQLix IDE. I will show you to read XLS file as well as XLSX file. So both kind of file we will open in this example. I have noted down all these steps and all the latest version of library we are going to use in this example to avoid the runtime error. So guys, we will follow these steps one by one. Let's get started. So first we have to download the Jython interpreter, the latest one, and we have to import inside this SQLi. To do that, we have to visit this link and the same link given in the description box. So you can get this link from the description. Go here in the address bar, paste it, hit enter, and you will see this page. And here we have Jython 2.7.0 the section, and under this section we have this standalone. Click on this link and the standalone jar will start downloading. We have to wait for the completion of this jar. Then we will put this jar at the place where we have a SQL installed. So I will show you the steps. Okay, jar is downloaded. Now I am going to open the download location and then I will copy from this place and I will go right here, and this is the SQLix IDE. This is the executable jar, so I will put the same thing here. Now the next step, we just launch the SQLi IDE. So SQLi IDE will automatically import this Jython standalone jar interpreter. You can see once we have started that Jython is moved to the lib path. So this is the SQLi IDE opened and now ready to use. We have finished our step 1. Now we will move to the second step. In this step we have to download the XLRD module. This is the additional library that will help to read Excel file. Okay, to do that we have to download it. The link is given in the description box. After downloading, we will put this thing in a lib path, and the path is given in the description as well. I will show you everything. So this is the download link for the XLRD, and now we are here on this page. Scroll down and this is the first link in which we have to click. Second one is source, so this is not required for us, and this is downloaded, and this file will be extracted with the help of 7-zip. So you must have 7-zip installed, then you can extract like this, and one folder will be there, and we have to go inside this folder, and then you will get XLRD. So we have to copy the XLRD in which we have all these files, and we will copy this XLRD in the lib path, and this is the lib path. This is also given in the description box. So such kind of similar path will be there on your system. So find out and go inside the lib and then paste this XLRD folder in that. So this will be in users, username, app data, roaming, then a folder will be there, SQLix, then go inside the lib and paste right here. Okay, it's done. Now this is ready. Okay, we have completed this step 2 successfully. Now we will write SQLi script to read the Excel file. So we will follow a simply Python syntax, and I have a 2 sample file that we are going to read. First one with the .xls extension, and the second one is .xlsx extension. So I will show you working example on these 2 files. Let me show you what is inside in this file. So we have a simply 4 records, 3 columns. So simple test data is filled inside the sheet 1. In the same way, I have placed similar kind of data in the sheet 2. in the XLSX file. Now the code we have to write. So I have already written that code, so I will simply copy from this place and I will paste here in the SQLix editor. So this is the simple code. The first statement is import. That is very important to import the XLRD library. After that we have to create the book object with the help of xlrd.openWorkbook method, and here in the double quotes we are giving the name of the Excel file that we are going to open. Simple. Once we get the book object, we can do more things. At line number 4 we are just printing the number of worksheet inside the Excel file. So this line will print the number of worksheets. In the next line, at line number 7, we are printing the sheet name. Suppose you have 3 sheets of different name. All sheet names will be printed on the console. Now moving further, at line number 10, we have the book object and we are selecting the sheet 0. Suppose you have 3 sheets in your Excel file, so the index will start from 0. So I am picking up the very first sheet from the Excel file. Once we get the sheet object, we can do more things. And here at line number 13, you can see that I printed the name of that sheet with the help of sh.name. After that, at line number 14, we are printing the number of rows with the sh.nrows. After that, at line number 15, we are printing the columns, the number of columns. So nrows means the number of rows and cols means number of columns. I hope this is clear at line number 15. Now we moving further. So from the line number 17 to line number 21, we have written the logic to read the Excel file column wise. So we are using 2 loops. First loop is reading the column, and the second loop will read the rows of that column, and that will be printed on the console. This is just like any other for loop settings. I hope most of you guys have written such kind of loop to read the 2D array. This is very simple. So here the cell type is not used further, but this is a useful thing. Suppose you have a data of type string, numbers, float or date. In that case you can perform the action on basis of the cell type, but this thing will be covered in the further tutorials. So I am making it simple, so not describing more right here. Now moving at line number 20. So the simple way to get the value of the cell, use the sheet object sh.cellValue, pass row, column, and this will return that cell value. Okay, finally we are printing the value. So this script is very simple. I think this is clear for you. Now we are going to run it. I just clicked on the run. Now we will see the output. It is taking time. Okay, we got some messages on the console. You can see there is no error, and we got the expected output. On the right hand side you can see number of worksheet printed 3. After that the worksheet name printed sheet 1, sheet 2 and sheet 3. And then we have printed some more information from line number 13 to 15, in which we have printed the selected sheet name. Okay, so we just picked up the sheet at index 0. Okay, so line number 13 printing the sheet name, 14th line printing the sheet rows, and 15 printing the sheet columns number. Then you can see column wise data printed on the console. First column data printed, second column data printed, then third column data printed. We have arranged these for loop in this way. So this is printing the column wise data. I hope this is clear to you. Now the same thing we can apply on the XLSX file extension. This will provide you read facility on both files. The same code will work on the XLSX. So I'm going to show you by running this script again. Now you can see data successfully read from the XLSX file and printed on the console. Same logic is applied, and we are reading the column wise data. So first column value is printed, second column value is printed, and the third column value is printed. And I will show you the XLSX file as well. You can see the first column data is Sam, Peter, Neo, and test. Then B column has some values 30, 29, 38, 35. And then C column has some values 5,000 USD, 6,000 USD, 10,000 USD, and after that no data. So line number 17 to 21 is used to print the data inside the Excel file column wise. You can manage this thing as per your choice as well. This tutorial purpose is to give you an introduction how you can read the Excel file in the SecuilyX IDE. I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. Please like this tutorial and please subscribe my channel. And guys, thanks for watching Cool IT Help.